Hard hitter hotline number 12. And while Santa is waiting for his elves, I'm going to go ahead and do a quick rapid fire on this boxing news. How's everybody doing? I'm hoping everybody having a great weekend so far. Let's talk about last night's card real quick. Never Ready was in action against Gonzalez, Joet Gonzalez. Hey, they went to war. Them motherfuckers went to war, man. Went to 12 rounds, unanimous decision win for Never Ready. Joet Gonzalez, just to refresh your memory, Joet Gonzalez, that's the dude that went up against Shakur Stevenson. I think it was about 2 or 3 years ago. Shakur Stevenson was dating his sister. And Joet Gonzalez was mad as fuck that, Shakur was sticking dick to his sister. And the Godfather had came out and said, you know what? We got a vacant title. Why don't y'all two little young guns go ahead and slug it out? Shakur Stevenson had went in and beat his motherfucking ass, took the title, and he left out the building with his sister. So that's how that went. And Joet Gonzalez, he put up a good fight last night, but it wasn't good enough, man. Never Ready, man. He broke his motherfucking eye. Never Ready broke Joet Gonzalez's eye, but it was a damn good fight. It was a war between two Mexican Americans. They laid it all on the line, man. It was a great fucking fight. If you haven't watched it, check out the Never Ready and Gonzalez fight. They had a card on today. They had Big Huey Fury, cousin of Tyson Fury. He was in action. The guy he fought, he got him on up out of there. But the boy, he quit on the stool. I believe it was the 5th round. Yeah, it was the 5th round. The boy quit on the stool. Then you had Chris Eubanks Jr. He was in action. Roy Jones was there. That's his trainer. He was in his corner. And oh my God, the tomato can he fought, he also quit on the stool. I think he quit in the 2nd round, if I'm not mistaken. So quick work. Those guys, they didn't come to fight. They come to lay down them fucking tomato cans. And then last but not least, we had Savannah Marshall, who was on the card. And she'll be having a fight against Clarissa Shields next year. Clarissa Shields, she'll be fighting on Sky December 11th, right after her 2nd MMA fight that she's having, I believe, either later this month or next month. So Savannah Marshall, she was on the bill today. She went up against the Clarissa Shields look-alike. This girl looked like everybody got a twin, man, and they found Clarissa Shields. This girl was a Clarissa Shields look-alike. She came out aggressive than a motherfucker. Savannah Marshall, she was very, very poised, though, very, very patient. She picked her spots. She was very, very technical. She was very, very sharp. Those stiff jabs that she was throwing out, man. Dude, she looked good. She looked real fucking good, man. She weathered that little storm, man. When she came out, the lookalike came out all aggressive and everything. She was calm and poised, weathered the storm, and got her ass out of there. That's one thing about Savannah Marshall, man. Savannah gets those fucking knockouts. She gets her opponents out of there. Now, her opposition, on the other hand, a lot of people might question her fucking opposition, who the fuck she's fighting. But other than that, man, hey, she gets them out of there. Clarissa Shields, not really known for knockouts all like that. But, it could be the opposition, man. I think she's had better opposition than Savannah Marshall. But Clarissa will be on the bill December 11th. She'll be fighting on Sky. And Savannah Marshall will be returning December 11th as well. They're going to fight on the same card. Both of them win then they'll be locked in for the big clash next year. Definitely looking forward to that. Montana Love, man. Montana Love here from Cleveland, Ohio. Congratulations to Montana Love, man. He just signed a big deal with Eddie Hearn and Matchroom. I mean, this ain't no fight-by-fight shit. This boy got a contract, man, with Matchroom. Eddie Hearn was very impressed with this boy, man, on the undercard of Jake Paul here in Cleveland. And he looked great. Montana Love did put on a great performance. A performance that, he should have got signed for. Eddie Hearn found out, he was like, man, I need to know if this boy got a promoter. When he found out that Montana Love didn't have no fucking promoter, he was all over that boy, so we introduced him to the world yesterday. Montana Love had a great press conference, man, letting everybody know that he gonna hold it down for Cleveland. Eddie Hearn also said he's gonna bring some more fucking fights here in Cleveland. And I was kind of worried about that at first because I had said, now this whole Jake Paul shit is cool, but he might fizzle out after a while. And then what? But now it's good to know that we got an actual credible fighter that's gonna be holding it down here in Cleveland, man. And I can't wait to go to those fucking fights when Montana Love is on the bill. And on the main event, man, holding it down for C-Town. I can't fucking wait for that shit. Now, Wilder Fury 3, man, it's all over, bro. It is all over. And I gotta say, that was a damn good fight, man. It was. It was a damn good fight. I mean, all because of Wilder's will, though, man. Wilder's will, man. Wilder was out of there, man, in the third round, man. Wilder was on autopilot from the third round till it was over, man. He was out of gas. I told y'all, man, that added weight could have definitely made a difference, but I still had Wilder winning the fight just because of all the training that he had did, and I thought that he would implement just a little bit of that in the fight. Well, we didn't see any of that shit. We didn't see any of the shit that Deontay Wilder was working on, all the videos that he was putting out with Malik. We saw none of it. We saw the little jabs to the body in the first round, and then that was it, man. But, people was talking about how he got away from the game plan. I really don't think it was by design. I think he got fatigued. You got people out here like Teddy Atlas that said the same thing, who's a great boxing mind. He said the same damn thing, man. Tyson Fury, if he puts on weight, it really won't fucking matter to him because he's used to being big. If you're used to being big, the little added pounds won't make a difference. Deontay Wilder be coming in at 209, 212. Man, he's not used to being big. He put on all that fucking weight his legs couldn't hold up. That was my main fucking concern. And voila, that's what the fuck happened, But hey, man, damn good fight though, nonetheless. Damn good fight. I enjoyed it, man. Fury had went up to Wilder, try to show some sportsmanship. Wilder had said, fuck you, get the fuck away from me at first. Tyson Fury had went to Shelly thinking, we said, I don't know why this man got so much hate for me. I never cheated against this motherfucker ever. I always been on the up and up. I can't really probably agree with all of that, but I will say this. He damn sure got in his ass last Saturday. You can't make any cheating accusations or anything about that. The only thing people keep talking about is the slow count, that on Wilder's behalf, but how many times have we seen shit like that though, man? Even if it was, hey, bro, at the end of the day, man, there's no dispute, okay? Deontay Wilder just can't fuck with Tyson Fury. You know what I'm saying? I would have liked to see. I remember after the second fight, I was saying that Wilder might need a tune-up or two. And I'm still staying true to that. I would have liked to see Deontay Wilder have a fight or two under the new Malik Scott regime. You know what I'm saying? But he wanted it back in blood. He wanted it back in blood. He kept on saying, fuck all of that and take this motherfucker to court, arbitration or whatever. I'm going to get my goddamn fight. He got the fight. We saw the fight. He didn't deliver. It is the end. Now what's next for Deontay Wilder? Man, I'm going to be honest with you, man. A lot of people probably don't agree. But, man, I honestly don't see him coming back. I really don't. Deontay Wilder's been a pay-per-view star for I don't know how long. You think he's going to come back and put his life on the line at his age for, I don't want to say little money, but it ain't pay-per-view money, man. And on top of that, Deontay Wilder, he had alluded to it before. He said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to beat Fury. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to beat Usyk. I'm going to collect the titles as quick as I can, and I'm out of here. Now that that's not going to happen, I don't see him fighting Dillian White. Andy Ruiz fight, that's cool and all that, but I just don't see it, man. Deontay Wilder got way too much fucking pride. You think Deontay Wilder gonna sit up, watch them boys up there at the top, Fury or whoever else do their thing, and he's gonna be a co-main? I think Wilder got too much pride for that, man. I do, man. But hey, if he comes back, that'd be great because he's good for boxing, man. Everybody want to see knockouts, and he is the knockout king. He is the knockout king of boxing. You know what I'm saying? Probably after him would probably be fucking Tank Davis at this fucking point. I don't know. Tank Davis or Canelo. Other than that, hey, I put it to you like that. I'm gonna throw Bud ass in there. That goddamn Bud me getting them out of there. And as a matter of fact, we gonna talk about a little bit of that shit too. Hey, I'm so hyped for that motherfucking fight November 20th. And Bud talking more shit than a little bit. Bud talking about, listen, if I go out here and I spark out Sean Porter, y'all not gonna give me my motherfucking credit. Y'all gonna say Sean Porter was too old. He took way too much fucking punishment. Hey, you're not gonna give me no credit. Because Bud plans on going in there and whitewashing Sean Porter. Now, do I see that happening? As much as I love Bud, that's my favorite fighter in the world, I don't see him whitewashing Sean Porter at all. I think it's going to be a great fight. I definitely got Bud winning, but here's the kicker, though. I think Sean Porter is going to get stopped. I think he is going to get stopped, but it's going to be late. It's going to be late. It's going to be like it's going to be like a Jose Benavidez stoppage. He either going to stop that motherfucker in the 11th or the 12th. And I can't wait for that fight, man. I'm looking forward to that fight. To piggyback off Wilder and Fury 3, the pay-per-view numbers. All right, the pay-per-view buys, it said it did just under 600,000. Just under 600,000, with 300,000 of those people coming from the UK. It wasn't that much buzz behind this fight. We all know that. It really wasn't that much buzz. You know, and I mean, and just imagine if the UK people were able to jump across the pond, actually go to the fight. The gate would have been bigger, but the pay-per-view numbers would have been smaller. It really wasn't that much buzz behind it. But hey, I mean, like, I was even hearing people like Brian Custer and all the people, they was like, hey man, I missed the fight, man, but I heard it was a good one. I'm like, damn, and hardly nobody watched this fucking fight. You know, but hey, they missed a good one, man. You know, and a lot of them said that they regret not watching that motherfucker live. You know, so a little under 600,000. You know, they said the Biofather really ain't pleased with that, but hey, you know, he was really hoping that the people from England could have came in, but Biden didn't open up. You know, he didn't open shit up for him. I think they say he is going to open it up for him next month, but Bob said, well, goddamn, that ain't going to do me no good for this fight, you know, so it is what it is. And they ain't coming over for no goddamn Bud and Porter or nothing like that, you know, so he just missed out on that. So it's a little under 600,000, decent, but you know, with two heavyweights of that caliber, man, you're expecting just a little more. Let's talk about Lion Ryan Garcia. Remember how I talked about how him and JoJo Diaz are supposed to have a duck off? You know, the winner's going to duck Devin Haney again. Well, guess what? Ryan Garcia said, I'm good. I'm good. I'm not only going to duck Devin, but I'm going to duck you too, JoJo. You cannot take this motherfucker Ryan Garcia seriously. Now, he claimed he pulled out due to a wrist injury that he has to have surgery for. There's always something with this boy. All right. But no fight between him and JoJo Diaz. So hopefully we can get JoJo versus Devin Haney. Hopefully. If he can put some motherfucking draws on and be a goddamn man. Take them panties off, JoJo. Find some draws, put them on, throw some gloves on, and let's get it on. There's no one else for you to fight. Fight Devin Haney. Now onto some entertainment. Stitch Duran. I like to call him Gerardo. This motherfucker looked just like Gerardo to me. Stitch Duran. They had an interview with him, man. And if you're a fan of Creed 1 and Creed 2, best believe that Creed 3 is coming out. And Stitch Duran said he is in the motherfucker like he was in the other Creed movie. And on top of that, Berlanga's going to be in the motherfucker. And speaking of Berlanga, hasn't he come back down to reality? All those first round knockouts he had, he's been looking pretty fucking ordinary his past couple of fights. But we saw it even before that with the sparring session with Erickson Lubin. You know, his levels to this. You know, big fan of Berlanga, but, you know, looking a little ordinary now. You know, get the first round knockout shit up out of here, man. Let's see what you really can bring to the table. I like Berlanga, though. I do, man. Holding it down for New York. Now, check this out. Tank Davis, I mentioned him earlier. It's locked in, y'all. You got Tank Davis going up against Rolly Romero December 5th, and that's on a fucking Sunday. All right. So December 5th, you got Rolly up against Tank. Tank Davis is going to kill Rolly Romero. It was Rolly's birthday the other day. You know, he going around talking more shit than a little bit. He had a big balloon of Tank Davis, all right? A big blow-up, pop-up balloon of Tank. Got his face on there and everything. That motherfucker Rolly Romero knocks Tank's head off. Now, mind you, this is a balloon, okay? This isn't the man. This is a fucking balloon. So he said, man, you want to see a motherfucker get decapitated? And he knocked this motherfucking head off and stumped on the motherfucker. Had a car running over. Got his boys out there saying, congratulations on your win, champ. Oh, they bigging them up, y'all. Oh, they bigging up little Rolly. But Rolly is about to get rolled the fuck over December 5th by a Tank. And I can't wait to see that shit, man. That's why I say don't fret, don't get mad. I know y'all probably want to see Tank in a better fight, but there's nothing wrong with this fight. There's nothing wrong with this pitch stop to Rolly. Let him get Rolly the fuck up out of here because I've been waiting on it for years now. And, you know, I was hoping Devin Haney would have done it, but, you know, he ducked Devin just like the rest of the motherfuckers. So we're going to have Tank do the job and get him up out of there. Looking forward to it. Check this out, DAZN. DAZN is now looking to do pay-per-view. I can remember when DAZN first came around, you had fast-ass Eddie the Worm Hearn. He came out here and he said, oh no, pay-per-view's dead. Pay-per-view's dead. You got DAZN, you get it for $9.99 a month. This is back when it was only $10 fucking dollars, okay? And we're going to get rid of pay-per-view. Pay-per-view, you pay too much money, we give you quality fights, $10 a month. Then they bumped the motherfucker up to $20 a month. Then they bumped them up. Then they tried to bump the motherfucker up to $50, but people weren't having that shit. They weren't having that shit. But I know they say, hey, we gonna get you any motherfucking way because pretty soon we gonna start doing pay-per-view. So they gonna be just like ESPN Plus. Just like them, you know, you're going to get some content, but like the big fights, I guess for his beloved Anthony Flopshua, or if Canelo fights again on DAZN, you will have to pay extra for the DAZN pay-per-view. Oh, the contradictions by Eddie, man. I tell you. So, that's just what it is. PSA, y'all. Next week, a big week. 2 shows next Friday. You're going to have Carl's Corner, where he talks about Roy Jones and Tarver, the first fight. All right. And then on top of that, you're going to have the KTFO prediction show between Shakur Stevenson and Jamel Herring. I'm going to be all over that one. And the after party show. Y'all know how I do it every Sunday morning after the fight. Make sure you peep that damn prediction show. Because I'm going to really keep it real and let people know how I feel about this fight and who I got coming out the victor. All right. Now, if you're checking this out archive, make sure you follow me on Twitter at ChuckP216 to stay ahead of the game. You know, I got all type of shit coming out, man. Bro, Canelo, Caleb Plant, pre-show, after-party show. Bud, Sean Porter, pre-show, after-party show. We going to keep it flooded for y'all, man, just like we do it, man. So, hey, Chuck P. C-Ville's finest. But to you haters, call me your highness. Next week, you know what? Next week, I don't know if I'll be on. I'll be letting y'all know on Twitter throughout the week. You know, I might have something I got to take care of next week. But if not, you know it's on, man. I'll be back on same time, same channel. It's going down, man. Y'all have a damn good week, man. Chuck P. C-Ville's finest. I'm out of here, man. Much love to y'all. How long?